Our emotions are a tremendous source of information that can lead to far greater happiness and success in life, or they can do the opposite. They can trap us. They can yield us to depression or anger. And emotional intelligence is one of the most important intelligences to me. In fact, it's what powers the law of attraction, because what you think about and then how you feel about what you think about determines whether you're going to move in the direction of the thing that you want, or if your emotions are working against you, they could actually move you in the direction of what you don't want. I'm here live at one of my events and had a chance to meet an extraordinary woman who was having a difficult time with the event until she rose her hand and decided to do something incredibly brave to face an emotion that had been really holding her back. And we're about to meet her and learn what it looks like for you to actually tap into your emotions and use them as a source to actually get what you really want in life.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
What's up, Patty? How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Patty, oh my gosh, I just love that smile. Listen, Patty, you had quite an experience yesterday.
I did.
When we first met days earlier before this started, what do you think our first interaction was like?
It was not a positive interaction.
It was not a positive interaction.
Yeah.
That's a nice way of saying it. I'm like, oh, I'm feeling like some ice queen coldness going on here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's now my mission. I'm going to see how this 4-day event goes. And what was like the first couple days maneuvering through the event?
The first couple of days was really powerful, right? But I kept feeling blocked,
Yeah.
you know, and I was trying to identify what the block was. So my husband and I, we would go back to the hotel and we would talk about what it was, and I would come up with all these ideas, and I just really couldn't put my finger on it.
And then there was this brilliant moment where you raised your hand and you said, I can't access my emotions.
Correct.
And that's when this happened. Most painful memory of that childhood, not just the synopsis. There was actually a moment, so close your eyes on this one, get out of your head, take a deep breath. There was a moment in particular that will come up to the surface right now when you literally said, I am putting a lid on emotion. I am not supposed to show it ever. Do you know which one?
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
So I was 9 years old.
Good
and,
girl.
My mom was really sick, and I didn't know what was going on. And she came home, and her and my dad, they sat down with me and my sister, and my mom just straight, she just looks at me and Jennifer. She goes, well, I have stage 4 cancer. I'm gonna die in like 2 months. I don't wanna see you guys cry about it, so just let it go. And I remember, I was like, I didn't even know what it meant. Like, what is stage 4 cancer, right? Like, you're gonna die, you're just, you're gonna go away. And so if we were gonna cry, I had to go to my room. And so I ran to my room. And I didn't know, I just didn't know what the future was. And so I was crying, and my dad, he came in and he cried with me, which he doesn't do, obviously, very often. And then 5 minutes went by, and he goes, why don't you go to a friend's house to play? And so it was like showing me how to avoid the sadness.
Now I wanted you to pause. By the way, she's done such a great job. Please let her hear it. It's incredible. Incredible. Did you ever get to cry for your mother the way you really needed to?
No.
No, we know. But if in that entire moment, in that entire memory, there was a moment where you placed the most meaning on don't feel. It could have been when your mother said, I don't dare see a tear. It could have been when your dad came in and cried with you. But when did you decide that I am going to shut down all of my emotions and keep them inside?
Oh, I don't know. It seemed like there was just so much pain.
No, out of your head.
Okay.
Go to your heart. In that memory, the moment when you said, okay, I won't cry.
It didn't feel good.
When was the moment? In that story, when was the moment?
It was when I saw my dad crying.
There you go. And when you saw your dad crying, what did you decide?
I had to stop so he'd stop.
Thank you. Open your eyes. Wow. You are powerful. Like, I'm blown away with that honesty right there. That was so big. It's beautiful. All right. Patty, what would you rather believe instead of, I cannot access my emotions? Like, what do you want? Now that you've been here and you're like, oh my gosh, like, emotions are cool. Like, what do you want?
I want to be able to freely feel them.
Yeah, give it up for that. That's beautiful. Yes, yes. That is all we need. I freely feel my emotions. I'm an emotional genius. I feel so easily. Yes? Okay, good job. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Go back. Little girl, Mom is about to tell you, but this time, it's okay to feel for the first time. You know what the words mean this time? This is for you. It's for feeling people. Now, and your mom slows it down this time. She's there at the table and she says, I have stage 4 cancer and I'm gonna die in the next 2 months. And I will never be here again to be your mom on earth. And then she says, and I don't want you to feel. Don't shed a tear. Was that about her or you?
It was about her.
That was hers. And you took it on and said, okay, Mom, that's what an obedient child does. But this time, we're just going to let that be hers, because in this moment, you get transported to your bedroom. You don't know how to feel, but here comes Dad. And Dad comes in and he just breaks down, and with you, not his wife, with you, he feels like he can finally cry. Because you were a gift. You were a safe place for him to feel. Dad went to the emotional expert in the home that he could actually feel with. But he made this decision. I need to stop so that Dad will stop, because we're not supposed to. We need to honor Mom's wishes. We are closing down. No more emotions. Can't feel them anymore. They're shut down, locked. But in this moment, there is someone that you care deeply about, someone that you respect and love, that decides to show up, Patty, for you, that has different meaning to place on what your mom meant. Someone that's going to show up as their highest and best self. Who is that?
It's my husband.
And as Jairo comes in, what does he say? And what does he do?
He sits with me and he holds me. He lets me cry. He lets me like ugly cry.
Go for it.
And then he cries with me. And I shut down just now. Did you see it?
Yeah. Look in his eyes.
Where did he go?
In your mind.
Okay.
Patty, it is time for you to open up and feel. And Jairo has a gift for you. It's a key to a lock where you've put all your emotions. Take the key, and only you can open the safe? Do you want to?
I do.
Be careful, if you open them, you're gonna be able to mourn for your mother, and you're gonna be able to feel happier, and you're gonna be able to feel pain, and you're gonna be able to feel gladness. You're gonna be able to feel so deeply and literally feel reborn as a new woman. A little 9-year-old capable of processing all of these emotions. Are you ready?
I am.
Good. Take the key, open the safe, open it up, and take what's inside and put it in your heart. And speak these words. I access all of my emotions.
I access all of my emotions.
I freely feel all of my emotions.
I freely feel all of my emotions.
I'm an emotional genius.
I'm an emotional genius.
I'm so good at feeling.
I'm so good at feeling.
I'm so good at feeling everything.
I'm so good at feeling everything.
I'm an emotional genius.
I'm an emotional genius.
I feel.
I feel.
I feel.
I feel.
I feel my
I
mother.
Feel.
Yes. Yes.
I feel.
Yes. Yes.
I feel.
Stand tall. What do you feel?
I feel powerful.
Powerful. What else do you feel?
My ears are tingling.
All right. There could be some additional physiological sensations that accompany this gift.
I feel excited. Like, I feel happy. You know that's weird, right?
Normal for me. Just another day. I feel everything. Try that one on. I feel everything.
I feel everything.
I feel everything.
I feel everything.
I'm in charge of my emotions.
I'm in charge of my emotions.
Everybody, I'm in charge of my emotions. Everybody, I'm in charge of my emotions.
I'm in charge of my emotions.
I'm an emotional genius.
I'm an emotional genius.
I feel deeply.
I feel deeply.
I feel powerfully.
I feel powerfully.
I am motivated by my feelings.
I am motivated by my feelings.
And I have endless energy.
I have endless energy.
I love my life.
I love my life.
And I love to feel.
I love to feel.
I'm an emotional genius.
I'm an emotional genius.
Like, remember it? It was like not even 24 hours ago.
I know. And I actually didn't have a vulnerability hangover.
That is so awesome.
You get those when you put yourself out there.
I know, it's true. It totally can happen.
And I didn't, you know.
So what was that like for you after that experience yesterday? And you woke up this morning. What's it like waking up to this emotionally intelligent self?
Well, I'm excited, right? So I woke up this morning on my own at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I had thought that I would have a vulnerability hangover, so I thought I would sleep, so I set my alarm for 6:30. When I woke up, I realized, you know, I've slept through so much in my life. I'm just gonna wake up, right? So even though I felt a little bit tired, what was the point of sleeping? I've literally slept through my entire life.
Yeah. Wow, that is just wild. So what do you think is gonna change now and be different for you now that you have the ability to access your emotions like that?
I think people will know my intentions with them are more genuine.
Yeah.
Right? That I truly have a desire to have a positive effect on the world.
Yeah.
And I think that my inability to access my emotions prevented me from really gaining an emotional connection with people that they truly desired with me.
Yeah. And here's what I want all of you to understand is that, you know, when I say that emotional intelligence is more important than knowledge, what I mean by that is everything we learn in school is great, I mean, look at what drives us. People have asked, where does motivation come from? Motivation is something that comes from harnessing certain feelings. For me, I'll harness my passion and my excitement for something, and then all of a sudden it's like, now I want to go and do that thing. But if I can't tap into those feelings, then like I might have a worthy cause, but I just don't feel like putting in the effort and putting in the energy.
Right.
Really, ultimately, motivation, excitement, joy, it all comes down to how well we can access our emotions. And I think it's really beautiful that you've been able to share with everyone watching this what it was like for you to break through, and we hope that you get inspired to get in touch with your emotions. By the way, I want to ask, if someone were watching this and thinking, wow, isn't that supposed to be one of Kris Krohn's like wealth events? Like, isn't this just like a real estate seminar?
No, it is not. It is not at all what I thought it was going to be. I am overjoyed with what service you provide to the world. I've read so many books on leadership and goal setting and emotional intelligence, but you literally walk us through the power of setting your soul on fire.
Wow. Oh, I like that one. Setting the soul on fire. Well, congratulations to you. So thrilled for you. If you guys want to learn more about Patty's experience, the event that we had here, or if you want to get an access of my book on how to become emotionally intelligent through becoming limitless, the book is free. It's yours. It's a gift. Hopefully it will help light your soul on fire, and we'll see you on tomorrow's video. Wow, that was so beautiful. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. What a gift.